Me and Tom today have mobilised because of the buzz, I think it's fair to say buzz, around what's happening down at Leigh Marina, and have a discussion with Joe Fordham, who has made, I think it's fair to say, headlines recently with his plans for a very special creative community hub down at Leigh Marina. There has been a bit of resistance to this, so today we wanted to have the opportunity to come down, speak to Joe about what this space is instead of we're about to avoid. Also, in a couple of minutes' time, we're going to start chatting to Joe about what's really happening down at the Marina development.
Probably won't go in.
No. That's...
Everyone knows the Okay, yeah.
Joe, how's your week been?
Long, and it's only Tuesday.
Yeah? Nice. Well, we wanted to come down and give you a bit of an opportunity to talk about what No Place Like Home is going to be, because there's been a lot of talk about what it isn't going to be. So yeah, we thought we'd give you an opportunity and a platform to share your vision. But I wanted to start, I guess, going back in time really, and what the inspiration for No Place Like Home was in the first place.
Yeah, you could go...
How far back do we have to go?
I guess some is not so relevant in terms of the name and what some of it represents. But I'd go back 2.5 years. I think I'd been in town maybe 2 years at that point, and I'd met a lot of good people in the town, and in different ways. Yoga factory in Southend, cafes around Leigh, in the street, because that's just kind of the town that this is. And I wanted to bring those people together in one place and give them a chance to meet and connect and see whatever else would come of that. So I just moved in with my partner at that point, and I asked if she would be okay with opening the doors and inviting people. I
remember this story.
Into the kitchen, and she's like, yeah, it sounds like a great idea. There were a few times where she regretted that, when there was around 30 people stood in the kitchen. But the overarching, I guess, success of that was a community was built. And at those sessions there would be author, photographers, artists, entrepreneurs.
So a creative, like I guess a real mixing pot, but a creative community of people.
A representation of the rich creative thread that runs through the town.
Yeah.
And I wanted something that could bring that out of the kitchen and open it up to more people. There's only so many people you want walking through your door.
Well, your partner must be one of the most understanding people to kind of, for you to have this vision that you want to open the doors and have this little community hub grow in your house or in your kitchen, in your garden. Yeah. I've seen some of the videos that went up around that time.
Yeah, and I'm really lucky. Like she's supportive of anything I want to do, and that's one of the main reasons this is happening as well. Yeah, the confidence to even think I could take it from the kitchen to something like this is from that belief and encouragement. So I'm really grateful for that. And yeah, that's kind of the core intent around this, is to give people an alternative third space, different to the traditional pub, somewhere they can showcase their talents and connect with people that are like-minded. Work, it's primarily a workspace through the week, and these events, workshops, talks, exhibitions, screenings, they'll take place evenings and weekends. That will hopefully give people a positive alternative outlet.
Because we are so spoilt in Leigh to have so many spaces for creatives to go and showcase the work that they do. So this is another in a line of spaces that allow people to do that, to go and show what they're all about and showcase their talents, and for people to come and enjoy that.
Exactly, yeah, and with a nice view as a bit of a bonus.
I mean, what a view. We won't get Tom to spin around just now, but it's absolutely stunning. And when the tide's in and when the sun's out, we're here on quite an overcast, grey day, but you just have a moment where people stop talking for a second, which is not great when you're hosting a podcast. And the amount of birds that you can hear, it's just a stunning space to have.
I think it all adds to that sense of creativity and that place where creatives can come and maybe get that added sense of piece or connection to this that you wouldn't get.
Well, inspiration too.
Yeah,
Like, what an incredibly inspiring place. Like, I have been fortunate enough to bum around stealing Wi-Fi from so many places in Leigh, and I'm always inspired. But to come down here and to be able to see the water, to be able to hear the birds, to be able to talk with other like-minded creatives, I think it's just, I mean, we are crying out for more spaces like this. So for you to have taken this seed of an idea that you grew at home and bring it out into the world, I think is an absolutely commendable thing to be happening.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and I hope that people feel the same. It's something that I think it will be an asset to the town and a tribute to it as well. Like from here, Westcliff, Southend, beyond, there's always been this undercurrent of creativity. Like post-war, it's kind of the creative community that would start, flood out this way. Music, art, makers, it's always here. It is part of this town, the town or the greater town's history. More recent history, yes, doesn't quite nod to the maritime element of it.
The centuries-old fishing village that everyone harks back to a lot of the time.
You can't, shake off that this is a creative community.
The feeling I've got since this development has started to happen is that there's renewed energy. It comes with investment, it comes with money coming back into the area. But I think the way that the space is being curated is that it's well-being and it's creatives coming in. And I think that's such an important thing, and it taps really into the heart of what Leigh's about. We used to be a fishing village. That used to be how we were on the map. And now I think it's so much about the creative community that we're fostering. And you just need to step down onto this site to get that feeling that everyone is pushing in the same direction. We're building a community down here, which we will also be part of. Me and producer Tom are starting a podcast studio. Literally, you won't be able to see this right now, but yeah, if I point that way, I don't know, 30 feet from where your space is going to be.
Yeah,
and I can't wait to be neighbours.
Keep the noise down.
Yeah, just
people are in there creating and working. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. But I think what a privilege to have neighbours like yourself and like Remedy and like the Drift Studio, like everything down here. I think just lends itself to a really important part of the future of this development.
Yeah, I think you're right, and there is this instant sense of calm when you come down here. There are people. We've walked in, there are people going to yoga classes now, there are people having coffee, there are people getting a haircut, going into saunas. So there's activity the other side of these containers. But there is still a sense of peacefulness about it. There's no real kind of, whilst there is a buzz, it's, like I say, a peaceful one.
Yes, exactly, yeah.
The environment that I think Ollie has fostered with the people that he's getting down here just generates that automatically.
Yeah, for sure. And just to be clear, Joe, you're not looking to break that peace and harmony, are you, with what you're creating?
Absolutely not. No IB for reunion parties.
No.
I'm not trying to take any business away from Butlins, anything like that. It's a workspace and a creative space as an outlet for the local creators in the town.
I think it's important to address, because when you say things like sports screenings as well, there's a connotation with that sometimes about maybe some of the behaviours you can see when alcohol and sports screenings are involved. But just we've spoken a lot about your vision and how you enjoy sport, and how by extension you want other people to enjoy sport in your space. So talk to me a little bit about that.
Yes, I totally agree. Football, as an example, and alcohol, they don't have a great reputation. They don't pair too well. But a lot of people don't subscribe to that and can be trusted to have a drink and watch a game of sport. And this is for people that want to watch sports in a public space, but in a chilled way, in a way that's more inclusive. Not that the traditional places intentionally exclude, but just by design they don't necessarily make some people feel so welcome. Yeah. And this is designed as a low-key space for you to enjoy sport with a small beer or a glass of wine, and celebrate also the kind of, I mean, I guess there's another creativity that comes with that. So I have a football platform, football magazine, and that champions the photographers, artists and filmmakers even that shape the way I enjoy the game. And again, whilst it'll be screening sport, there will be exhibitions around it, you know.
Yeah.
So with the World Cup coming up, there'll be people from my wider community that will come down here, exhibit work, talk about work, and a screening of a game is just part of that. But it's a sideshow to the I guess what for me is the more important creative story, you know.
And it's important to say it's not casting judgment on the way that other people can enjoy sport, because everyone can go and do that, and some use it as a very important outlet and
of course,
and an opportunity to socialise and be part of that community. But that's not what No Place Like Home is. It's,
exactly that. Yeah, you go to a certain venue to watch football and maybe drink, and that's the focal point of it. Here, it will just be a part of it. It's on, but it's we're kind of engaging in discussion and looking at people's bodies of work at the same time, that kind of thing. You know, it's not the intent is not to go out, watch the football and drink. There is a place for that. No judgments, but
this isn't it.
This isn't it. Yeah, and it won't attract the people that want to watch the game in a more low key way. They might not even want to drink. That's okay. But if they do, I just like the option.
There's the option to do it. Yeah, alcohol is not the goal.
No.
Exactly. Now, well, look, Joe, I think I've been fortunate enough to get to know you over the last few months since we both signed the lease on setting up down here.
Yeah.
And I think sharing that journey with you has been really inspiring. But just knowing what you're building, what it's going to offer to the community, what it's going to offer to creatives and people that are looking for a space to work from and want a bit more option, and in an environment and in an area where you can look out to the water and be inspired by this backdrop. And I wish you all the very best of it. I can't wait to be a neighbour. I think it's going to be amazing. The great coffee that we're going to have on tap. and the amazing space to work when me and Tom need a break from each other.
Absolutely. There'll be two chairs ready for you, don't worry.
Yeah, which is lovely. But I just wish you all the very best with it, mate. You're going to smash it, no doubt.
Thank you, mate. I appreciate it.
Hey.